Hi guys, my name is Cassandra Golden and I am your club dietitian, and today we're going to talk about food journaling and why this is important and how this tool can really help us reach our weight loss goals. So the first step in a weight loss journey is really to bring awareness to what your baseline is. So what is your starting point? How we figure that out is to determine how many calories we're currently eating. How many grams of protein are we currently eating? Grams of fat, saturated fat, all of those good things. If we don't know our starting point, it's hard to then make certain goals to increase some percentages or decrease some percentages based on our goal of weight loss, but also well-balanced nutritional meals. So choosing balanced meals in proper portions according to our fullness and consistent exercise can create that calorie deficit to start healthy weight loss. So here is the good news. One of the largest and longest running weight loss maintenance research studies has confirmed that keeping a food journal significantly helps with weight loss. In fact, in this ongoing research study that's still going on to this day, the results have shown that people have lost twice as much weight when they track their food on a daily basis compared to those who kept no record at all. Now, why do you think this is? It's awareness. We're bringing awareness to what we're putting in our body and how much of it. And at the end of the day, what all of those numbers look like and what they mean. When we pay attention to what we're eating, how much we're eating, when we're eating, we can also make some really interesting connections between our mood and our food that we're choosing. We can make connections about certain patterns of I eat a certain way at work versus on the weekends versus at home. There's so many things that we can realize just from paying attention to what we're eating and what amount and putting it down on paper or putting it in our app so we can really gather some information. Food journaling is a great tool. It's not something that I would want someone to do forever, but definitely something in the beginning when you're starting on a weight loss journey, because we need to bring awareness to what we're eating. So many times we are doing mindless eating. And what is mindless? We're not thinking about it. We're not paying attention to it. So when we start being more mindful and we start paying attention to how much we ate, it makes a huge difference. So the most important thing about food journaling is that you're doing it and you're doing it consistently and accurately. So if I track all of my food Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursday through Sunday, I get out of the habit, I don't pay attention, I don't get to capture any of that information for the weekend. It could be that the weekend is what is really limiting me to reach my weight loss goals. There may be some things that are happening on the weekend that I don't really want to bring awareness to, so I'm just not tracking it. So food tracking, food journaling, it's really only as helpful as we allow it to be. Okay, so if we forget to do it one day, no problem. If we can't remember what we ate yesterday, that's okay. Let's just start right now. Let's start for today and let's make it a habit to do it. The other really important part is that the information has to be accurate. So we can't assume that we had a half a cup of oatmeal. We need to measure it out. We need to visually see, okay, yes, that's about how much that I had. We can't assume that if we look up in the database that the first choice that I choose was what I actually consumed in that amount. Like, we do have to take the time to make sure that everything is accurate that we are tracking so that we have an accurate picture of our intake. So the take-home message that I want you to receive is that food journaling is a wonderful tool when it comes to your weight loss journey. Accuracy and consistency have to be implemented if you are going to start food journaling. Okay. And just remember that in this very long, very huge research study that's still going on that looks at people who have lost weight and they've kept their weight off, one of the main reasons that they have lost weight and kept it off is due to food journaling. So just remember that it doesn't have to be something forever. I know it takes time, and it takes really paying attention to some details as far as the accuracy goes. But in the long run, it is something to allow us to learn different information about our eating patterns, and it's really just it's helpful. It's really helpful. So I always say this weird phrase, which is, we don't know what we don't know, right? So we don't know if maybe we're eating way less fiber than the recommendation is, or maybe we're eating way more added sugar than we ever thought that we were, or maybe we're eating way more protein. Awesome. But we don't know what we don't know. So that just means we need to write it down so that we can have an accurate interpretation of what our intake is. So from there, we make goals, we make changes from there, because that's our baseline. We have to figure out the baseline, and then we have to figure out where we want to go. We want to increase the fiber. We want to lower the added sugar. So if you have any questions, my name is Cassandra Golden Sampson, and like I said, I am the club dietitian, and I am here to help you guys, and I will see you again very soon.